You think you do, but you don't.
You think you do, but you don't. Wow, do you remember that phrase from just a few BlizzCons ago, where a fan had asked some WoW devs if they ever had intentions of releasing Classic Vanilla servers, or just WoW Classic as it is now known, only to be met by J. Allen Brack's condescending tone saying, you think you do, but you don't, and then going off on a little bit of a tirade for about 30 seconds about Classic WoW. The harmless question was met with a pretty hostile reaction, to be honest, and we'll have the full clip shown later on near the end of the video. Now naturally this clip is a bit redundant at this point, seeing as Blizzard have announced WoW Classic a few years after, and it's being released later this year, I believe in sometime in August. Now the purpose of this video isn't really about bashing Blizzard. I believe people have done that enough, and obviously they've been digging themselves in other holes recently. But it's more on the curiosity side of things, with regards to the community forgiving J. Allen Brack and Blizzard for those comments. And the reason why I'm saying and Blizzard is because the fact of the matter is, the statement that J. Allen Brack said must have been cleared by Blizzard, because something like that is highly controversial. And someone in J. Allen Brack's position must have spoken to someone higher up regarding that before making such a statement. Which is why I don't really blame him. Yes, what he said was really condescending. He could have chosen a better choice of words, because let's face it, he spoke to the fan like he was a piece of shit. And then when another fan was about to speak, he interrupted him to further his point, once again talking to the WoW community like they were pieces of shit. Now before we carry on with my sort of rant, we're going to view the clip just in case you haven't seen it or that you've forgotten about this clip.
Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't. Remember when you had to like spam cities and say need a tank, need a tank, need a tank during the Burning Crusade days? You don't remember that because now you just push a button that says go to the dungeon. You don't want to do that. Remember that one bug that really pissed you off that we fixed like 2 years ago? Still there in the past.
Well, wasn't that great? Last time I checked too, J. Allen Brack was promoted to president of Blizzard. Now, I'm not saying he should have gotten fired, but I don't think a man who made such statements out to the public, and let's face it, worldwide, should be president of a company, especially after he treats his fans like that. Now, I'm not doing this video just to like stir shit up again, it's actually the contrary. I'm doing this to ask you guys, the WoW players, if you're seeing this, a question, a very simple question. Why was Blizzard forgiven for those words when they announced Classic? Because I'm a bit confused when it comes to that. With the whole, they tell you you're wrong for wanting something, everyone gets angry, and then a few years down the line when they announce what you originally wanted, everyone just kind of welcomes them back with open arms. Now, I'm not too well aware with how things are going with Blizzard now. I unsubscribed a few months ago. WoW just wasn't really doing it for me anymore. The social aspect was lost and so on. But every now and then I do like to try and keep up with recent events. I do watch Asmongold's streams, I think he's an incredible content creator, and I have watched his Classic streams, which I do admit tempted me to resub a few times, especially in August when Classic gets released, because I did play Classic and I really enjoyed it. But other than that, I really don't know anything that's going on, other than obviously the big don't you all have phones or whatever was said about that. I just don't understand why it was forgiven so easily. Like, why isn't there a big outcry regarding that? Like, in a very similar sense of someone basically ignoring you, giving you no time of day, but then when they need something, they come back to you, and you just open yourself up and let them basically use you. I don't know about anyone else, but when I originally saw that clip actually happen live during BlizzCon, I kinda lost a lot of faith in Blizzard. And to be honest, I started playing a little bit less. I still carried on playing, and I played a hell of a lot during Legion, because let's face it, Legion was a great expansion, but it did eventually help me quit, because between that, BFA, Diablo Immortal, and the recent Hearthstone drama, it's very apparent that Blizzard have kinda lost touch with their customer base. Obviously, I may be wrong here, and they might have actually just turned things around. I'm not too sure, but the way I've been seeing with recent streamers and YouTubers and so on, it doesn't look like anything's actually changed. So if there are any Blizzard fans watching this video, please let me know if you've forgiven Blizzard for the you think you do but you don't scenario. Are you going to play Classic? And hell, is BFA doing better? Let me know in the comments below, because I would like to know these things. I've done my research, but obviously I can be a bit wrong sometimes. And honestly, the reason I'm doing this video is to actually start a discussion with you guys. So it will be good to have. But with that, my friends, we come to the end of our video. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.